Something I knew I wanted to find when I got to campus was community. And Rabbi Webb and Gitti were the first people that I met and automatically became my family.
And it has been the most incredible world that I've been introduced to. It has really transformed the way that I look at Judaism, and I'm really grateful for that.
I really can't imagine my Princeton experience without Chabad being there.
Chabad has reached so many students on campus, and everybody who knows about Chabad and goes to Chabad falls in love.
We moved to Princeton in November 2002 when my oldest son, Label, was just 5 weeks old.
We were at a small apartment on Nassau Street.
I'm sure people remember we had the refrigerator in the hallway because it didn't even fit into the kitchen. Our first Shabbos dinner, we were so proud. We had 5 students come. In 2006, we purchased 15 Edwards Place, and after a year of construction, the Shore Family Chabad House was born.
I think it might be the closest house to the university campus. It's become a drop-in center, a place where students are constantly coming.
When I came to Princeton as a freshman, I remember we would sit in the tent on Shabbat lunches, Shabbat dinners. You have hundreds of people packed inside. It was so clear we were outgrowing the space.
And for years, we tried to purchase the house attached to us on the other side, 17 Edwards. And after many years of discussion, we finally closed on 17 Edwards Place in August 2020.
The team came together, sharpened their pencils, and worked really hard.
4 years later, we have finally moved in.
And the results speak for themselves.
The new building is spectacular. It's gorgeous. It looks amazing from the outside. It looks even better on the inside.
The place is very open and really gives you the sense that you are wanted here.
They have spent so many hours talking with students about how to make this building amazing and fit all of our needs.
And there's so many places for people to come, hang out, grab a coffee, study with someone, or even just hang out and fall asleep on the couch.
This provides more than a house. It really provides a community. And I can't be more excited than I am about it.
It is like nothing else on Princeton's campus.
It really is literally a home. The rabbi's kids are there, they'll greet you, they know you by name.
There's always food at Chabad, there are always people at Chabad, there are always friends at Chabad.
I think that what amazes me about Chabad is the slew of programming they have that kind of cover the educational and the fun, whether it's Sunday night late meal and just eating and schmoozing with my friends, but we're also learning and we're also kind of engaging really critically with text.
Something very unique that we have here at Chabad of Princeton is an in-depth Talmud class. They can come once a week, they can sit for 2 hours, really engage, and it actually affects their entire week of learning.
I go to Chabad nearly every day. I find myself there, whether it's a challah bake, whether it's the barista hour.
Sunday to Friday, for an hour a day, there's a barista hour where one of the students will be working at the coffee machine making drinks and Rabbi Webb makes pastries. It's time for people to kind of come together, and whether you're going to take a drink and go work or just schmooze, it's really become a core element of that new Chabad house.
Obviously, most importantly, Shabbat dinner is the highlight of my week every single week at Princeton.
Every Shabbat you come in, it really feels like a big family. You know, you're eating together, you're catching up, warm hugs and smiles.
It's loud, vibrant, but also extremely warm.
You are going to see every single type of Jewish Princetonian.
One Shabbat I attended, and there were about 100 or 150 kids there. And I realized, you know, what a sense of community they were providing.
Anytime I needed advice, Chabad was really the center of where I found myself. So immediately Rabbi Webb and Gitti, I knew, were my parents at university. I could go to them with any questions.
It's pretty incredible to me, actually, that Rabbi Webb and Gitti are dealing with hundreds of people and students and so on, and they're traveling around and attending weddings and all of this, and yet somehow manage to fit enough time into their schedules to, sit one-on-one with people like me once a week or even more than that.
They are here for you in literally any way, whether it's a chicken soup delivery when you're sick or supporting you after difficult protests that happened this past year.
The students had an idea to create a trip to Israel for the student board in 2015. And now in 2024, we've done this 9 times. We've brought 150 students to Israel through this program.
This trip looked different because of October 7th. We visited kibbutzim that were really devastated by Hamas terrorists. We met with soldiers and we helped volunteer.
It showed us as Princeton students how we can come back to campus and help combat anti-Semitism, having been there on the ground, learning from people.
We estimate that more than 4,000 unique students have sat at our Shabbat table, and we're still in touch with many of them.
When you become a part of the Chabad on campus at Princeton community, it is more than a 4-year engagement or 4-year commitment.
After graduating and leaving Princeton, I have continued my relationship with Rabbi Eitan and Giddy. For example, Giddy, my sister, and I learn every week over Zoom for 30 minutes on like a Jewish book or topic.
Not only have they been just outstanding friends, they're spiritual teachers, but I think they've really become an extended part of our family. I think in the current environment, it's more important than ever to have a place of warmth, of refuge. It fosters a spirit of family.
Chabad was such a fundamentally important element of my Princeton experience. Probably the thing I'm going to carry along with me the longest.
I think I've grown intellectually, personally, as much, if not more so, than working really hard outside the classroom.
There is no better place than Chabad, and, I just enjoy it.
I really appreciate all that they've done for me.
I cannot thank them enough for making me feel safe on campus every day.
And I think this beautiful new house really symbolizes the incredibly bright future ahead of Chabad at Princeton in the many years to come.